See, we are in the general ledger accounting. See, yesterday we have seen how to park the document, how to release them, how to delete, etc. etc. So today we have to start hold documents. But before starting hold documents, I will explain you how the parked documents, are processed, right? See, processing the parked documents means I am the lower level employee. Let us say I'm an accountant. So I have uh, I have parked one document now, and I am in the Washington business area. I am in the Washington business area. Then this parked document is to be authorized by my higher level employee. He is in New York business area. So in that case, how that New York business area employee knows that he has to authorize a parked document? For that, we have two options. Number one, we can send the short messages in SAP. We can send the short messages within SAP. Jarisha, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay. And Madhusudan, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
No, I'm talking to Madhusudan. Madhusudan, can you hear me? Okay. See, we can suppose after parking the document, I can send the short message to the employee through SAP system itself. Just look at the screen. It's very simple. You need not write. So if you want to send the short message, go to menu system, short message. Go to menu system, short message. So here you can give the title of the mail or message. For example, request for approval. Then in the document contents body, you can give the content of the document or content of the message, like what? Respected sir, I have parked one salaries payment document with the document number 10. So here, document number 10, please authorize it as soon as possible. So this is how you can give the content of the message here. Then recipient. Here you have to enter the recipient, or we have to enter the username of the recipient. So I am giving my user ID only. Actually, I don't send the message to me itself, right? Just like that, I am giving my user ID. Recipient type. You have to select what is this Lakshman. This is SAP logon name. Then select Express Mail checkbox. So this is called Express Mail checkbox. Then click on send button. So message was sent to him. Now the higher level employee, whenever he logs on into mail, right, he can see the mail. So how to open the mail? There is one transaction code, SBWP. SBWP means SAP Business Workplace. So when he's going into mail, he gets one message, express document request for approval received from the other Lakshman. This is the impact of selecting the express mail checkbox. So this is the workplace of user. So here you have inbox option. You can go to inbox. Then you have one, you can see one heading, unread documents 1. So if you double click on this unread document, you can see the message. Request for approval received from Lakshman. Other name is Lakshman. He will double click on the message and you can see that I have parked one salaries payment document with the number 10. So he will go to the transaction code FBV0. Then he enters the document number, company code and fiscal year and he will authorize it. This is one type of processing. Another type of processing, right? There is one module which is called workflow. There is one module which is called workflow. Okay. So the workflow is a technical module which is configured by a BAP consultant. And this workflow module is used for the internal communications among the employees. So when the workflow is configured, whenever the user is posting a document in F-02, if the amount of the document is more than his allowable upper limit, the system automatically moves that document into parked status. And a mail is automatically generated that is sent to the next higher level employee automatically. Then, when the next higher level employee authorizes the document, that is posted. In addition to that, whenever the higher level employee authorizes the document, the system automatically generates the mail and that is sent back to the lower level employee. This is how the parked documents are processed with the help of workflow. And workflow is not the job of the FI consultant. It is the job of the ABAP consultant. But I am telling you one transaction code where they can configure the workflow. There is one transaction code SWDD. One second, Madhusudan is saying that he is not able to hear me. So the workflow is configured in the transaction code SWDD. This is called workflow builder, right? So from now onwards, the ABAP consultant in this screen, he will configure the workflow. Just this is only for your knowledge purpose, the transaction code, that's it. Now, Himasailaja, you have given me one message that you have some doubts. What is that?
Yes, sir. When I'm preparing I had a question regarding before posting the transaction into the general ledger. In that, I have click on he said that double click on the assignment of the company code, sir. Then he said that click on new entries. I didn't find the new entries. That's why I pressed the back arrow, sir. Then the page went to the back and it is showing us fill up fields and it is showing us 2510 is already existing. It is showing that.
1 second.
I'm not able to go to the next page, sir.
Okay. What's your controlling area? What's your company code?
2510, sir.
Okay. You have the new entries now here.
When I'm trying, I didn't find the new entries, sir.
Maybe.
I pressed the back arrow and I'm not able to come again to this page, sir.
Okay. Now you can continue the step in your practice. At that time, the screen might have been locked by somebody else. That is the reason why you could not find the new entries there. Okay. Now today after the class, you can try.
Okay, sir.
But for that, what you have to do is, when you come to this screen, you select your company code. Okay. Then you click on details button.
Okay.
Then you can see your settings here. After that, again, you can double click on this assignment of company code. documents.
Okay, sir.
Now you can click on new entries, assign your company code.
Okay, sir. If you missed like this, how can we come to again to the next screen, sir?
Always by selecting the details button. You have the details button, right? By selecting
Oh
the
yeah.
you can come to the next screen.
Okay, sir. Okay, sir. Thank you, sir.
You're welcome. Just give me 1 second. Madhusudan is the new guy, right? He's not able to log into the voice meeting. 1 second. Chandrasekhar also did not log into the voice meeting. I gave the message to him. Give me 1 minute. Let me talk to Madhusudan, please. 1 second, please. Madhusudan, మీరు మళ్ళా వాయిస్లో నుంచి బయటకు వెళ్ళిపోయారండి. Yes. Now, see the next topic, hold documents. So what is the concept of hold documents? First, let us try to understand what is the concept of hold documents. Now, Madhusudan, can you hear me now? Madhusudan, can you hear me now? Okay. See, holding the documents. It is the activity of keeping the documents pending for posting due to want of information. When the information necessary to post the document is not completely available, we hold the document. The held documents do not update any GL accounts. Here, in order to post a document, we require minimum 2 line items. In order to post a document, we require minimum 2 line items. One should be the debit line item and the other should be the credit line item. Sometimes what happens is some information regarding some of the line items may be missing. In that case, the user enters the document into system to the extent of the information available and he will keep it pending for posting. That is called held document. After some time, the required information may be available. Then he will retrieve the held document from the database. He will give the missing information. Then he can post it. So this is the process of holding the document. So the held documents are completely incomplete document. The held documents are completely incomplete document. Means we don't have all the information to post the document. We will have only some of the information. So the user enters the document into system with the information available and that is stored in the database. That is called held document. And the held documents also do not update any GL account balances because the held document is also a pending document. And you know that the GL account balances are updated only when the held documents, the GL account balances are updated only when the documents are posted. But here, held documents are also the documents which are kept pending for posting. They are not posted. That is the reason why held documents also do not update any GL accounts. Then, at the time of completing and posting the held document, at the time of holding the document, the user himself has to give one number because the system cannot use the document number for SA type. So the user himself has to give the number to the held document. That number is called temporary document number. And the temporary document number can contain up to 10 digits and it is alphanumeric. I will give you one real example. Every week, Friday, we are paying wages. Weekly wages we are paying. Then, today is the Friday. Let us assume. So, we have paid wages. As an accountant, I know that wages have been paid. But I don't have the information whether the wages have been paid in cash or whether the wages have been transferred to the bank accounts of the employees. But I know that wages have been paid and the wages account is to be debited. But what is the account to be created? I don't know. In that case, I go to the transaction code F-02. Then I enter the information for the debit line item. Then I will keep it pending for posting. That is called held document. After some time, I come to know that the wages have been paid through cash. Then I retrieve this held document from the database. I complete the credit line information. Then I will post it. Then only the wages account balance and cash account balances are updated. So here basically the held documents are also pending documents. But if the documents are kept pending for posting due to want of information, that is called held document. Means in the case of held document, we have the authorization, but we don't have the complete information. But in the case of parquet document, we don't have the authorization, but we have the complete information. So if the document is kept pending because of authorization, that is called parquet document. If the document is kept pending because of want of information, that is called hold document, nothing else. So all this explanation I have given here. Now let us see how to hold a document. Holding a document. Transaction code F-02. Document date is 27/10/2017. Type is SA. Company code 3366. Just 1 second. Company code 3366. Posting date 27/10/2017. Period 10. Currency USD. Posting key 40. Account is 4,200,000. Sorry. Click on enter. Amount is 10,000. Business area 3366. Text being wages paid. Text being wages paid. So we have given the information for the first line item, debit line item, and I don't have the information for the credit line item. Now I want to hold it. So go to menu document, hold. See, temporary document number. It is asking for the temporary document number. You can say ABC1. You can give any number. It can contain up to 10 characters and it is alphanumeric. Click on enter. See, document ABC1 was held. Document ABC1 was held. Now, posting the held document. So after some time, let us assume that I got the information that the wages have been paid in cash. So you have to go to the same transaction code F-02. Then go to menu document, get held document. Otherwise, you see the transaction code on the status bar. You can use the direct transaction code FB11. You can write down this point there. Direct transaction code FB11. Direct transaction code FB11. Temporary document number is equal to ABC1. Suppose if you have held some number of documents, in that case, anytime, there isn't any limit. There isn't any limit. And if you have held some number of documents, you can click on this document list button. But if you know the number, you can directly enter the number. So temporary document number is equal to ABC1. Click on enter. So when you click on enter, the system is displaying the first line item. Then you have to fill up the second line item. Posting key 50. Account is 2,100,000. Click on enter. Amount is equal to 10,000. Business area 3366. Text plus. I hope Madhusudan, you can hear me now. Click on save. See, document 10 was posted in the company code 3366. That's how we can hold the document and also we can complete the document and post. So now when you see the message document 10 was posted in the company code 3366, you can understand that the GL account balances have been updated. If you go to FBL3N and if you enter the GL account number cash account, see, you can see the line item with today's date 27/10. So this is the concept of hold documents. After that, the next topic is sample documents. So what is the sample document? Put a heading in the notes, please. put heading special documents, or slash reference documents, slash posting techniques, or template documents. So these are the different names for the same type of documents. Continue. Using the special documents, we can reduce the posting burden. On the employees. There are two types of special documents. Number one, sample documents. Number two, recurring documents. Now we will see how the sample documents and recurring documents are going to reduce the posting burden on the employees. As a part of that, first topic is only sample document. Right? So what is the sample document exactly? First, let us try to understand that. See, this is the special type of document. This is used to post the business transactions which occur frequently every day. Using the sample document, we can reduce the posting burden on the users, that is employees. See, for example, there are some business transactions which occur frequently every day. For example, raw material issues to production process, then sundry expenses, etc. Sundry expenses means the expenses for which it is not necessary to maintain the separate ledger accounts. All these expenses will be debited to sundry expenses, like tea, coffee expenses, right? Snacks expenses, like that. And these sundry expenses are incurred number of times in a day. So when you have to post the sundry expenses, what is the account to be debited? Sundry expenses. And what is the account to be created? Cash account. Now, and these sundry expenses are incurred number of times and they are to be posted number of times a day. In that case, every time when the sundry expense is incurred, we have to go to the transaction code F-02. There we have to enter document date, posting date, currency, company code, document type, etc. in the document header. After that, in the first line item, you have to give the posting key, account number, sundry expense account number. Then you click on enter. You enter the amount, you enter the business area, you enter the text. Similarly, for the second line item, we have to enter the posting key 50 because GL account is to be created. Account number 2,100,000 cash account. You click on enter. Again, you enter the amount, you enter the business area, you have to enter the text. Like that, every time when the sundry expense account is to be posted, we have to enter this much information. But always the account to be debited is sundry expenses, right? So posting key same, account is also same, text is also same, and business area may be sometimes same. But what is the aspect that is changing every time? amount. Similarly, posting is always 50. Account to be created is always 2,100,000 cash account. Then you click on enter. Business area will be same. Text will be same for the second line item also. So for the second line item also, what you have to enter? Only amount. So every time when you have to post the sundry expenses payment, all the information for each line item is same except the amount. That's why what we do is we create one document in which you debit sundry expense account and you credit cash account with some dummy amount. It's not the actual business transaction. It's a dummy business transaction, you can assume. So you create one document in which you debit the sundry expense account and credit the cash account with some dummy amount. That is called sample document, and that is stored in the database. So when you create this sample document, it will not update any GL account balances because it's a dummy business transaction, right? Now, whenever the sundry expense is incurred and whenever it has to be posted, the user will just retrieve this sample document from the database. He will just change the amount and post it. That's how the user is escaped from the burden of entering posting key, account, business area, text for each line item every time. This is how the sample document reduces the posting burden on the employees. And when the sample documents are created, they do not update any GL account balances. They are just stored in the database. And when actual business transactions are posted using the sample document as a reference, then only the GL account balances are updated. And also, we have to define a special number range for the sample documents because this is a special document. So the system cannot use the number range defined for SCA because the document number range is defined for SCA is the document numbers for the actual business transactions. But here, sample document business transaction is not actual business transaction. It's a dummy business transaction. That's why system will not use the number from the SAP number range. So we have to define a special number range for the sample document. And the number range number for the sample document is X2. If you remember, for SA type, we have given the 01, right? Similarly, for sample document, we have to give X2. And the following functions are available for the sample documents. Number one, display, change, delete. So we can display the sample document, we can change the sample document, we can delete the sample document. Now let us see all these functions, and at the end of the topic, you can understand how the sample document is going to reduce the posting burden. And one more thing is, technically speaking, you can create the sample document for any business transaction. That is quite possible and there isn't any restriction. But if you create the sample document for those business transactions which occur frequently every day, you can feel the advantage. You can experience the advantage. But if you create the sample document for salaries business transaction, how many number of times you pay salaries in a month? Only one or two times. In that case, you don't have the special advantage. But if you create the sample document for those business transactions which occur frequently every day, then you have the advantage. But there is no any restriction that you should not create the sample document for any transaction. You can create the sample document for any business transaction. I hope it's clear. See the first step in the material. Creation of number ranges. Creation of number range interval for sample documents. Transaction code FBN1. Company code is equal to 3366. Company code is equal to 3366. Click on change intervals. Look at the screen. See, for number 01, we have already assigned 1 to 1 lakh. Now, you see the current number. 10 is there. Means already 10 documents you have posted relating to SCA. Okay. Now, while defining the number ranges for X2, we have to use the number after this maximum number. Okay. Click on insert interval. Number is equal to x2. Year is equal to 2017. You can write in the material. Year is equal to 2017. From number 1,01,000 within brackets F4. So if you press on F4, you can see the next available number range. So the next available number range starts from 1,01,000 because 1 to 1 lakh has been used for SA type. 2 number is equal to 2 lakhs. Means we can create 1 lakh number of sample documents for 1 lakh number of business transactions. But we never create this many number of sample documents in the real time. But in our class, just like that, I use a range of 1 lakh for every document, just for the uniformity purpose, nothing else. Maximum to maximum, you create 100 or 125 sample documents in the real time. That's it. 2 number is equal to 2 lakhs. Click on insert and save and enter on the message. See the next step. Create the general expense account. General expense account or some sundry expense account, both are same. So create general expense account master record with the number 4,350,000 under administration cost group. Transaction code is not there. Add the transaction code FS00. So you know how to create the GL account master record. That's why I did not give all the steps. And one more thing is, the sundry expenses I have taken as part of administration cost. So for that, just let us go to the account groups. So these are our account groups, right? So we have one GL account group, administration cost, and the sundry expense account I am creating under this account group, and the defined number range is 4,300,000 to 4,399,000. Just like that, I have taken one number 4,350,000, nothing else. You can take 4,301,000 also, but you cannot take 4,300,000 because already we have used this number for the rent account. So transaction code FS00. Just to look at the screen, you know how to create the GL account master record. GL account is equal to 4,350,000. Company code 3366. Go to menu GL account create. Account group is administration cost. Select P&L statement account. Short text is equal to sundry expenses account. GL account long text is also sundry expenses account. Go to control data tab. Account currency USD. Select only balances in local currency. Select line item display. Sort key 001. Go to create bank interest tab. Field status group G001. Click on save. Now see the next step. Creation of sample document. Transaction code F-01. Document date is 27/10/2017. Type is SCA. Company code 3366. Company code 3366. Posting date 27/10/2017. Period 10. Currency USD. Posting key 40. Debit for GL account. Account is 4,350,000. Account is 4,350,000. Sundry expense account. Click on enter. Amount is $10. It's not the actual business transaction. It's only a dummy business transaction we are posting. Amount is 10. Business area 3366. Text being sundry expenses paid. Posting key 50. Account is 2,100,000. Click on enter. Amount is asterisk. Business area 3366. Text plus. Click on save. See, document 1,01,000 was stored in the company code 3366. So from where the system has taken the document number 1,01,000, for the X2, we have defined the number range is 1,01,000 to 2 lakhs. And this is the first sample document we have created. That's why it has taken 1,01,000. Suppose if you create another sample document for another business transaction, it will take 1,02,000, 1,03,000, 1,04,000. Like that, we can create 1,00,000 number of sample documents for 1,00,000 number of business transactions. And if you notice the message is like so and so document was stored in the company code, right? Means the sundry expense account and cash account are not updated. If you go to, yes, it's not posted, it is just stored. If you go to FS10N, display GL account balance, and if you enter the GL account number 4,350,000, click on execute. See, no data read for the fiscal year 2017. Clear? So it did not update any GL account balances, right? So remaining things we will see tomorrow, because I need to go to office a little bit early today, right? So I am closing the session 10 minutes before. Remaining things we will see tomorrow. And if you have any questions, please ask them tomorrow. Ask them in tomorrow's class or put them in the group. Okay. And Madhusudan, can you hear me? Madhusudan, can you hear me? Okay, I will talk to you. Okay. Okay, then see you tomorrow same time. Good night and good day.